Boss.
Start in the room and then we'll go on the Zoom. Okay, need to get my great questions there. So Ryan, when you had a crazy game like you did on Sunday, how do you like handle the kind of coming down and you know that like your social media is gonna be going crazy and all of that? How do you handle like the week after? So that you can have more crazy games like that?
I don't really be on social media too much, so like, of course, people are gonna be talking about it, but that's something I feel that, I don't feel like that's a one-time thing. So just being able to stay consistent and continue to have like really crazy games, is good.
All right. And Haley, we are almost at the halfway point of your first year. What do you know now that you did not know when you first put on a Dream uniform?
I feel like a lot of stuff. I know the plays now. I know the pace of the game a lot better, I think. I think I'm still just figuring out, letting the games come to me and whatnot, but I think I'm starting to pick up the pace better.
Okay. And I just have two for Tia and then I'm done at practice, guys. When there is an abrupt coaching change like there has been with the Sky, does it change anything in how you prepare or what you're expecting from the Sky tonight?
No. I mean, they're a good team. They've played well throughout the season. They've had spurts, and their roster is still the same. So what they do individually, with their personnel is still going to be the same. So I expect them to come out here. I expect them to play hard. And so for us, we have to prepare the same way. We can't have any letdowns either, thinking that it's going to be a letdown from them because it's not. They're professional athletes.
And as of right now, you guys are in fifth place, so well into playoff position, but I know it's only July.
Yeah.
Do you look at the standings? Do you allow yourself to think about that stuff?
Yeah, I think of course, I'd be lying if I said we don't look at standards. Of course you look at standards, but for us, it's more important to continue to prepare ourselves so that we're playing consistent, not necessarily looking at the standards every single day. And, because it can change, one game here, one game there. There's like five teams clumped together, 5 through 9. So for us, it's just about us staying consistent with what we need to do in order to keep ourselves moving upward.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Haley, you mentioned it's the game coming in naturally as the season kind of evolves. Is that sort of like a game by game progression, or does that come more in spurts? How's that comfort level kind of been growing for you over the season?
I think it's through games and just practices. I think we go hard every practice, so it's learning playing at that pace as well. I think a lot of it comes from Coach T and just even my teammates like Ryan helping me stay engaged, giving me pointers throughout the game. Yeah.
And then Ryan, when you have the performance that you did, when you, I guess, follow that up, is there an element where you have to like tell yourself and just continue to let the game come to you, or is there an element where you start to hunt shots a little bit, maybe trying to like offhand, or is it just something where that just comes with the game?
It's a little bit of, trying to be aggressive early and letting the game come to me. I feel like if I'm aggressive early, it opens a lot for myself and my teammates throughout the game. But, I'm not the one to just keep jacking up shots if I'm not hitting them.
Coach, you were seeing the Sky two times this weekend. How important is coming out and setting an aggressive tone early in this one?
Yeah, it's important in general, you know what I mean? No matter who we'd be playing, we'd have to come out and establish ourselves early. We're on the road, so things are always harder when you're on the road. There's an AAU tournament, volleyball tournament, so there's a bunch of people, a bunch of noise, a bunch of distractions right now here. So our focus level has to be top notch and high level from the very beginning for us to come out here and, play well and to play well. So it's super important.
You talked a lot about establishing consistency as you have these road trips and you're nearing the halfway point of the season. How have you kind of seen that evolve over the season with your group?
I wouldn't say over the season. I'd say in the last few games, we've done a really good job of having a better sense of urgency, I think, in terms of where we need to be, focusing on ourselves. Specifically, our turnovers have been low, and I think that's helped tremendously. I think we've been a lot more focused and locked in. But as I continue to tell them, like 3 games is still not enough. If you want to be a top level, top tier team, you have to do that over and over and over. Doesn't mean you're going to win every game, but you have to show up with that intentionality every single time. And so we're still getting there.
Coach, last time you guys played Chicago, they really never got to any sort of flow whatsoever offensively, forced them to turn the ball over. What did you do well defensively? You're gonna try to take them to this game.
I thought we had decent pressure defensively. I thought we took away things from them specifically that they individually, personnel wise, wanted to get to, that really helped us. And I think that's probably gonna be another key today. Keeping them in front of us, staying in front of them, not letting them get straight line drives, knowing who they have on their roster. Obviously Kai, all-star type caliber player, can get to the rim. Courtney Williams playing extremely well right now. We know what Mabry can do. And I think not a sleeper. She's been playing well all year. Dana Evans has been playing well all year. So they have some really great guard play. Our guards have to take the challenge and go out there, and accept that and play hard and get it done.
Let's jump to Zoom quickly. We're gonna go to Hunter Cruz from the next. Go ahead, Hunter.
Yeah, for both players, y'all are on pace for the fastest offense since the 07 Mercury. Could you just talk about just the freedom and fun of playing an offense like that?
It's just about, so pace is one of the things that T preaches about, in games and practice. And so just being able to get out in transition for easier looks or get back in transition to stop the other team from, getting layups or one pass threes. When you run or when you have good pace, good things come from it. So we're just trying to keep that up.
Yeah, what Ryan said, I think it's in the full court and the half court. T talks about running everything with pace, whether it be off the ball, you're setting a screen, coming off a screen, things open up when you move with pace. So I didn't know anything about 07, whatever, but we like to play with fast. I was 6 at the time.
Wow.
Okay, and second, for you, Ryan, could you just talk about your defense over the last week? It feels like you've taken a little bit of a stretch, an improvement over this last week.
Still trying to find it.
Anyway. It's just about buying in. We've had lapses on defense in the past, and so just being able to step up as a leader and show that, I'm buying into defense and not only offense, just, creates that comfort for my team to be able to, have trust in me to make a right play.
All right, we'll finish with Christos Saltas on Zoom. Go ahead.
Hello, ladies. Hope you are doing well. Question for Ryan and Hailey. Over the last 3 games, you had 3 wins. Do you feel that, what are the winning habits that you would like to establish on your game as a team?
I would say going back to the pace, and just, every game we write stuff on the board of like our aspects. And so we've been writing play with pride, play with heart. And I feel like we've done that these past 3 games and just showing that we can, play as well as any other team in this league.
You covered it. Great job. Do all that with consistency.
Good job.
I read the board, dude.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
It's so